everyone. I'm Steve Henson. I'm the editor of the Pueblo Chieftain. Here are some of the news stories coming up at chieftain.com and of course in our print edition, the Pueblo Chieftain, tomorrow morning. As you all know, we had a really grisly homicide last week in which a man was arrested, accused of, and shown on video, of dumping a large suitcase into a dumpster at a Southside car wash, and it was later determined there was a human body inside that suitcase. He's been arrested and charged with first-degree murder, his wife with criminal impersonation. Well, the news gets even sadder. The victim is the suspect's mother. And we have some reporting to do on that, and we've also talked to some of the neighbors. And we've been checking a lot of the Facebook sites and other social media, and frankly, there's a lot of hysteria out there and a lot of bad information. You know, the Pueblo Chieftain through the years has developed all sorts of sources in law enforcement because they trust us. We work with them, we help them when it's needed, and we print accurate information. And so I can tell you that a vast majority of the things that are out there on Facebook right now and on some of these so-called local news sites that individuals operate out of their basement, there's a lot of bad information there. And so it's, to me, a perfect illustration of why the Chieftain and legitimate news media organizations are so important in this era of misinformation. So we encourage you to follow the Chieftain. We're going to have the updated reports on this, and also you'll learn a little bit about the victim in tomorrow's paper. We also have some other news. The Vice President of Black Hills Operations in Colorado is taking apart the city's Phase 2 study on whether the city should form its own power company and get rid of Black Hills. He finds all sorts of flaws in this second study, just as he did in the first phase of the study. And so we'll have a story on that. And on tomorrow, we also have, one of the things we really enjoy a lot is the Focus on Education page, in which we profile local teachers and things going on in the classroom. Things are really ramping up too in our sports department, as several of the local softball teams have qualified for the state tournament, which is coming up this weekend. We'll be there, we'll be covering that. We'll be writing out about it between now and then. And it's Bell Week. And if you don't know what Bell Week is, you're not a real Puebloan. It's the oldest rivalry west of the Mississippi. It features Centennial and Central High Schools, two schools have been in existence. Well, Centennial was formed in 1876, that's why it's called Centennial, the centennial anniversary of the United States and the founding year of the state of Colorado. And Central is just about in that same period. So this rivalry's been going on over a century. And you'll see some crazy things at this Bell game. First of all, there'll be 12 to 15,000 people there. And you're gonna see a bunch of 50-year-old guys wearing their leather jackets and everybody in colors. And it's probably the most festive local thing that we have, besides the things like the Frijoles Festival. But in our sports community, this is it. And it's this weekend, so we're gonna have a lot of coverage on that, both in news and in sports. So it's a big week here at the Chieftain. And once again, you want real news, then come here. We're gonna have the real news for you. Hey, thanks. We'll talk to you tomorrow.